region. And Donaldson couldn't hold the line. Now loose in front. Frost on the back. Headshot score! Morgan Frost gives Canada the lead.
The first of 14 goals for Team Canada. Yeah, Irfaan Gaffar, he's covering this. World Junior Hockey Championships, we've been talking about it all morning. Is Canada that good, or does Denmark just have that far to go when it comes to competing in this tournament?
Well, I think, Riaz, for the first thing is we see is just the difference in the hockey superpowers that are different countries. I mean, when you look at Team Canada and the way that they were able to dominate and assert themselves in the game right from the beginning of puck drop, it was no question that they were winning that game. But by 14 goals, I think a lot of people at the building were getting kind of sick of hearing Pitbull keep playing on repeat and repeat and repeat. I mean, it was too easy for Team Canada. Denmark, obviously, they're a team that deserved to be in the tournament. They went through qualification. They made this World Junior tournament, so they deserve to be there. Now, do they deserve the beatdown that they got from Team Canada last night? Probably not. But
no Belarus this year.
No Belarus, exactly. But you know, Denmark, you know, they went out and competed, and Canada they were just that much better.
Is it almost dangerous to win a game by this big of a margin, knowing that there are some good teams in this tournament, and you can become overly confident as a young player?
I don't know about that. I think for Canada, the biggest thing is there's also the tiebreaker when it comes into, you know, when you finish in the round robin stage. So goal differential is an actual thing. I mean, now they've scored 14 goals. Do they need to do that every single game? Probably not. I think they're safe now. But I think that with Canada, you know, you had a player in Maxime Comtois scored 4 goals yesterday. You know, that he became just the 5th Canadian to ever do that. So that gives a player some confidence. You have a guy in Morgan Frost who scored Team Canada's first hat trick. He had never scored a hat trick in his entire junior career, and for him to do it on this stage for Team Canada with Maple Leaf on his sweater, he said it was one of the greatest feelings of his life. So there's things that happen when you play that well, and for a guy like Michael DiPietro, the goalie for Team Canada, getting a shutout. You know, he made as many saves as the team had shots, or as their team had goals. So it was just one of those things where it was nice for Team Canada to go through, and it'll definitely give them some confidence going into tonight.
And they're playing the Swiss tonight. Biggest competition in this tournament for Team Canada?
It's all basically on the other side of the pool, I think. You know, you have Team USA, you have Team Finland, you have Team Sweden, who are all going to battle each other out in Victoria to see who will get to play and obviously, hopefully, maybe meet Canada in the quarterfinal and obviously the semifinal and final. But Canada-Russia on New Year's Eve, I think that will be a big telling task for just to see where Canada is and how far they've come. I mean, they're probably going to beat Switzerland. They're probably going to beat them by 5 or 6 goals tonight. I mean, I just don't think that's a question. I think Canada is that good. And then they're probably going to beat the Czechs by about 3 or 4 on Saturday. So the Canada-Russia game will be the one that'll be the big test for the Canadians.
Well, that's a good litmus test. But the other opportunity for any hockey fan out there is to have a tournament of this caliber here in our city, Vancouver and Victoria, and to see prospects. You mentioned Canucks prospect Michael DiPietro. The other one for Canucks prospect and Canucks fans, Quinn Hughes.
Yeah, Quinn Hughes is an unbelievable talent, drafted 7th overall in this past NHL entry draft by the Vancouver Canucks. Plays for the University of Notre Dame. He's an unbelievable defenseman. He was a captain for USA in a couple of their pre-tournament games. Skilled, probably their best skater. He's an incredibly gifted puck-moving defenseman. And another thing it's interesting about Team USA is his brother Jack, who's also on the team, who's draft eligible this season, and it's interesting to see them both play together. You know, Quinn said that he wanted to play with Jack, and Jack was able to make this for USA team. So Quinn obviously knows he's hopefully going to turn pro next year and see what happens with Jack. But just to see the two brothers go out and play, and it's funny because, you know, all over NHL social media circles, and you see the hashtag lose for Hughes, because everyone wants this kid, Jack Hughes, to be the #1 overall pick. So I'm sure Canucks fans would be extremely happy if, you know, they somehow fell to the bottom and the draft lottery gods worked in their favor and they were able to get him. But, you know, they're both incredible talents.
We'd have to turn around our draft lottery luck for the Canucks. Of all of the talent you're going to see on the ice, top-tier talent under the age of 20, how many players could we possibly see in the NHL next season?
Well, Maxime Comtois for Canada, the captain, he played for the Anaheim Ducks this season. He scored 7 points in 10 games and got hurt. So he still has more points than Ryan Kessler on the team right now. So I mean, it's just one of those things where, you know, he's a man amongst boys right now when he goes out there and plays, and you can totally tell. I think Canada has 11 first-round NHL draft picks, and then the rest of their team rounds out to many, many more. So you'll definitely see a lot of players playing in the NHL. Russia has some incredible talent, as does Sweden, Finland, and obviously USA as well.
And the final question, energy you heard, felt inside Rogers Arena for Team Canada. What type of support did we see for Denmark last night, and what could we see in the next week?
Well, I think for the Canadians, I think it's only going to gain interest. I think the first game, people kind of want to see where Canada is. I mean, if you're a kid and you want to go see goals, go to a Canada game because you're going to get them. So I think for the people going to games, the energy in the building was unbelievable. The Pitbull song played 14 times. If you're into that, I wasn't. After about 6, it kind of got old. So, but you know, it was fun. It's the World Junior Tournament. It's the holiday time. You know, people generally in a pretty good mood going, and you're likely going to see Canada win. If you want to go see competitive hockey, go in the later rounds, the medal round, obviously after New Year's Eve, and I think the competition will be probably way better.
What time is puck drop tonight?
5 o'clock. Yeah, puck drop is 5 o'clock tonight. Canada and Switzerland. Toronto Maple Leafs goalie prospect Ian Scott will be making the start for Canada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, look out for that. Irf, thanks so much for the recap.
No problem, Russ.
Working over the holidays, but having fun doing it.
You too.
So good to have you.